Hello students, this is your English teacher Manpreet Kaur, and in this video lesson I am going to discuss with you the formal letter. Formal letter is also called as business letter, and it is the one written in a formal and ceremonious language and follows a certain stipulated format. So these letters are written for official purposes to the authorities, dignitaries, colleagues, seniors, and not to any personal contacts, friends or family. So that is why these are also called as business letters. And in your ICSE examination you have two letter writings, formal and informal, which consist of 10 marks. Okay, this is your question number 2, A and B part. You have to attempt any one. And then you can see there are two formats of writing. So you have marks for the format also in your ICSE. So you can see on the screen, one is the box type format, the second one is the traditional format, and both formats are the correct ones. In the box type format you can check, first of all you need to write the sender's address. It should be very clear so that the person after reading your letter should be able to reply back to you and send the letter on the given address. So this should be very correct one. Then after leaving one line you have to write the date. So date will be in the format month, first the month, then the day, and then the year. So then after leaving one line you can write the receiver's address. So in receiver's address you have to tell to whom you are writing, where is the person working, or he is the manager or he is the SHO, and then the name of the area or the city. After leaving one line you have to write the salutation. Then after leaving one line you can write down the subject here. After that comes the body of the letter, then the subscription, then signature with designation. In the same way in the traditional format, that is B part here. So on the right hand side they are writing the sender's address, then the date, and here it's written, mentioned also that then you have to leave the space. Again come back to the left hand side, then here is the receiver's address, then salutation, then the heading means the subject, then body of the letter. Again you have to shift to the another side after leaving a space, then yours faithfully or yours sincerely. Okay, so both you can write in the formal letter, whether you can write yours faithfully or yours sincerely. One thing which you have to keep in mind is, for example, in the salutation you write dear sir. So dear sir, D as well as sir, S should be capital. So first letter of both the words should be capital. On the other hand, in the subscription Y, yours, Y is capital, but F of faithfully is small. So this is very important, and the salutation and the subscription should be followed by the comma. Then we have to write the signature first of all, then the name, and then the designation as per is given below. After that you can check. Now you can just see the model letter which is given here. Write a letter to the JetBlue Airlines regarding poor service of their airlines. So again you can just check in here that sender's address is written. It is very precise, short, precise, but complete address. And also you need to write the PIN code. After that you can see, after leaving one line space is the date, after leaving one line space is the receiver's address. Again it should be very clear. Then the salutation, dear sir, so D and S both are capital, and it's followed by a comma. This is the heading or the subject. Then you need to just write down the opening lines. So further in this video you will just see that there are some of the opening lines which are being given, and this is the body of the letter which you have to explain. It should not be too lengthy, because if you are writing it to a business personnel, then they are not having this much time that they should read your very lengthy letters. So it should be short and precise and written in a formal tone. Then you can see in third paragraph, according to the question, you can just manage your paragraphs, the last one, and after that it's given, you can see yours faithfully, first the signatures, then the name of the person, and then you can mention the so here you can mention the designation also, and at the end you can also mention enclosure. You can put it like ENCL. Here at the end, after the name, you can write down ENCL and a dot. Enclosure means if you are providing some additional certificates or the photographs regarding your letter, so you can just tell the person that something which is enclosed in the letter. For example, if here enclosure, you can write any 4 photographs or the tickets or certificates, whatever. So enclosure, this you can add in accordingly. Now you can see here in the business letters there are some do's and don'ts written. So the first point, the letter should be terse, clear and to the point. This is what I already mentioned before, because no one has this much time to read your lengthy letters, so it should be short and precise. They should not be the confused ones. Number 2, business letters should be written in a formal style. This is very important. And even the letters of complaints, which are a part of the business letters or the formal letters, they should be written in the polite manner. Okay, and one example is given. Then the third one, since a business letter is formal, some persons wrongly believe that it should have certain stock words and phrases like in compliance with your request and so on. But this is given, your letter of 10th instant received and contents noted thereof, such expressions make the letter weak. So just keep in mind, you have to write it in a polite manner and also write it in a very short and precise way, and do not try to exaggerate and make it confused. Number 4, business jargon should be avoided. Okay, you should actually, what the letter means is to convey some information. So the better thing is that you should try to use such kind of formal words which must be able to convey your message. Then point number 5, you should avoid abbreviations like ADVT, or sometimes we write don't, doesn't. So you should write it in the full way, like do not, does not and so on. And 6th is remain professional. This is very important. Be courteous. Number 7, it should be clear and precise. If any description you are going to give in the business letter, it should be very, very clear. Then point number 8, direction for forwarding should be given and the manner of payment should be indicated. Okay, so means the things should be very, very clear, because this you are writing for some business purposes. Okay, so you must be very clear cut in what you say. And now you can see there are a few bullet points which shows some opening sentences and some closing sentences. So these are also very important. You are awarded half mark for the opening sentence and half to the closing sentence according to the question which you are given. So you should write in a way that it should be very, very precise. You should be very, very clear in what you want to convey. So I hope you will try doing the letters which are given in your practice papers, and you will keep all these points in mind, and you can choose in any format from the traditional format, or you can choose the box type format. Okay, thank you everybody, have a nice day.